The horse has always been here, and to be honest, I didn't know what they meant by that, because to me the horse came in 1400s. They said, no, the horse has always been here. The horse had been here 10 million years ago. It moved its way east before becoming extinct in the Americas, and did come back with Christopher Columbus on his second journey. And what I wanted to do was follow this path a little bit. So I started in the South, in Navajo Nation, where I met Jones Benally. And Jones is a medicine man, and he works in tribal healthcare, and he works along what he calls Western medicine. But most of the patients that come to him for help gift him horses still today in exchange for his services. And a lot of these horses that are given to him are what are considered green, or they haven't been ridden or not ridden very much. And his son Clayson works with these horses. Many of you here might have heard it. It's called breaking a horse. But Clayson said to me, we don't break horses. He says, I have no interest in breaking the spirit of a horse. He said, I need to understand a horse, to get to know the horse, and that's when I can ride a horse. And he says, we employ, if he wants to say it that way, more gentler means. Clayson said to me, when I can kneel down and a horse can feel my breath and I feel his, that's when I've built a bond with the horse. That's when I can ride him, and that horse is part of me forever, and I am part of him. And I moved my way north a bit, and I saw the Nez Perce horse, or the Appaloosa. Also at the Nez Perce land, I met Rosa and John Yearout. They have a program called the Nez Perce Appaloosa Horse Club, and it's to get youth, tribal youth, involved with the horse. Because to them, they believe that when the youth become involved in the horse, they become involved in their culture, they become involved with understanding their history, they understand their land more, and they understand themselves more. And Brooke Taylor, she's 16. She said to me, when I ride a horse, and I walk the trail that my ancestors did, she goes, I feel their suffering. And she goes, and I know that's why I'm standing here today. And she says, that's why I do this, and that's why I'm connected to the horse. I understand my people and my land more than ever before. And the horse mask. From the Nez Perce, I was definitely in awe of how they dressed their horses, and I wanted to explore that a little bit more. And the horse mask was used for many reasons. It was used in battle to intimidate an opponent. Later, it was used in hunting. Sometimes it could be a mask of a buffalo or the animal that they were hunting. Not so much to intimidate the animal, but to take the power of that animal and try to understand it and to be able to have a good harvest. And I met a young boy named Adam Speedus, and he wanted to show me his horse. And when I got there, he had tied the end up and put a handprint on it. And I'd seen handprints in different types of symbols on horses in other places, and it meant something different to everyone. To Adam, he said the handprint meant ownership. And what he meant by ownership is he means that this horse belongs to me. He goes, but it also belongs to my family. And then he thought a little more, and he said, it belongs to my tribe. And he said, it belongs to my people. So a very interesting idea of what is ownership. I also met Katie Harris. She's Umatilla, Nez Perce, Cayuc. And she's involved in Indian pageantry, and she showed me that it was a lot more than beauty. She said, for me to participate in these pageants, she said, I have to have a knowledge of my language. I have to have a knowledge of my culture. And she goes, but most important, a knowledge of my immediate family. My grandmother did this. I wanted to walk in the footsteps of my grandmother and understood why she did this and what she felt. And of course, I went to Crow Fair. You can't want to learn something about the horse and not go to Crow Fair. And at Crow Fair, I heard a very similar thing, that when we're on a horse and we're wearing this, we're not in a museum. It's not dead. It's living. And that's why we do this. I was able to make some video, and you could hear the voice of Jade Bronco. He's Shoshone Bannock, and he's going to tell us what the horse means to him and to his culture.